What's up, everybody? Good
Hey,
afternoon.
family. Yes. Happy Thursday. We got sunshine up here in Michigan. I don't know where
Yes.
you all are tuned in from, but the sunshine makes me smile. And it makes me just want to get out and get going. So it's a wonderful day. It's been a while since we came and spoke with you guys, myself and Daisy. We're super excited at the way that the year is going. Just being consistent and sticking to the game plan, and I'm encouraging you all to do the same. Just be consistent, stick to the game plan, make sure that we're focusing on the education and information and making sure that we're just getting better each and every day, right? Because it's a building process. So wherever you're at within your business, I just want you to stay consistent. Congratulate yourself for making it that far and just continue to push forward, get the education, stay involved with the group, the network, and the community. And I guarantee you, as we've been saying, and we're going to continue to say, we're going to run into a digital domination in 2024 because we're going to put the work in and we're going to be consistent. So that's the opener. We have something very nice planned for you guys today that we know will assist you in a major way in your businesses. And we're going to be talking about just using ChatGPT to get more clients. And even more than just getting more clients, just really how to use ChatGPT to really scale your business, simplify things for you, and help you out in areas that you may not know that you needed help in, or that you just may not have been aware of how to use ChatGPT, or maybe you didn't know the capabilities of ChatGPT. So that's what we're going to be discussing here today. As always, Days is going to take us away and kind of introduce you guys to the focus, and then we'll take things off from there.
Yes. So today we're going to be diving into ChatGPT. But before that, we definitely want to start off with the mindset shift. It's February 8th, and we're fresh into the new year. Everybody, with their New Year's resolutions, coming in hot, right? So we just want to focus on maintaining that, right? The momentum, maintaining the mindset that you can actually bring your dreams into reality. A couple of I'm going to touch bases on this, Byron, and then I'm gonna let you go ahead and add in your piece as well. But
Absolutely.
when I came in this year with like a mindset of I've never been as strategic, as planned out or thought out, in any other year. 2024, I'm like, this is the year, right? Going to work out, being consistent on that. I was happy. I've already shaded like 40 plus pounds, of fat, and just working out, being consistent, focusing on being a mom entrepreneur, making sure that my kids are good, just touching bases all the way around the board. But something happened a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, dang, I came in with all this momentum, and kind of felt like I wasn't fully being my authentic self. I wasn't fully being my full authentic self. I wasn't allowing myself to fully be obsessed, right, with getting to my goals. And I say that because even though I had, came in like I got my plan, I'm ready, my mindset didn't catch up fully with that plan, fully with the strategy that I laid out. So you're probably like, what does that mean? So I've never had came into a year when I actually laid out like I'm going to make this much money in my year, right? I have a plan, right, to where I say, hey, our university, we just launched an AI digital university with digital products. This year, we're going to have, 5,000 plus members a month in our university. That's huge. But sometimes we'll say it, but it takes a minute for our mind to catch up to what we're saying. So I was like, dang, am I really being authentic? Do I really want this? You know, where is this rooted in? Is this rooted in, wanting to just succeed? 'Cause I'm not a person that just chases money, right? We all need money. We got bills, but what is it really rooted in? And I had to get back to the basics. And that's something that my partner Byron always taught me and talked about is just really serving the people, really making sure that we're focusing on, helping other people, really bring their dreams and their goals into reality. And that right there gives me my fire. It gives me my fuel. It brings me back grounded into why I want to bring out or why I want to build this university to 5,000 plus members, because I'm going to help 5,000 plus people. Right. So, and I just had to get back grounded into that. And as I think about it, I'm like, wow, it's so much you can get out of that. Of course, people are going to drop the ball when it's just about losing weight. But if you're trying to like literally be the healthiest version of yourself for the next 10, 15 years, plus don't even put a number on it. Like you're trying to really change your character so that way you can actually be able to consistently maintain this new level of success. It's bigger than just losing the weight. I've lost it 20, I've lost 20 plus pounds, 15 pounds, 100 pounds. I've lost weight multiple times. I have 4 kids. But why did I gain it back? It's because I wasn't rooted in really, truly why I wanted to be healthy. So that's the mindset shift of just for me, guys, to you focusing on being rooted in why you do what you do. Why are you setting these goals? What are you passionate about? And just getting back to the basics from that, even though we're going to have ups and downs. Let
Yes, yes.
that Byron.
Yeah, most definitely, Days. And first of all, congratulations. I'm always excited just to watch anyone, but especially you, reach peaks of growth, right? And be able to recognize it and be able to be accountable for, correcting those things. And that's so important for all of us in our business. And it's just really about being a pace setter. I mentioned that word a lot. But just being a pace setter in all that you have going on, right? Not stopping and waiting, but lining up to serve, lining up to get busy, even when you don't know everything to do. Just be the person who's excited about, driving the troops forward. We're gonna figure this thing out no matter what. This is our commitment. This is our focus. And when we look at the things that we set out to do, as that way, it's our responsibility which way this goes, left, right, up, or down, and we're willing to be accountable to that. And we're willing to understand that yes, we're human beings, it's gonna be flaws, but the most important thing is, am I showing up each day and giving my best effort to see the things that I want to see? And I always talk about just having a measuring insight on that each and every day. We just get away from it so many times where we're not checking in with ourselves until we're down or feeling defeated or feeling exhausted. We're allowing so much time to go by without checking in on ourselves consistently and acknowledging our performance daily. And I think if we catch it in those moments, we catch it consistently daily, we're signing up to be pace setters, we're signing up to have success in our businesses, then that mindset is going to carry us through whatever shows up. So I'm going to leave it at that. Just really be a pace setter, really be accountable, put yourself in a position to win in your business. And with that being said, we're going to give you guys some tools and strategies that we've been able to use and that we're constantly discovering, and we're constantly educating ourselves on the functions of these tools and strategies so that we can be positioned for the best possible success in our future by having this newfound information, these newfound strategies, but being applying that effort. And we're going to show you guys how you can utilize these tools in your business to kind of simplify things and be of assistance to you as well as it's been able to be for us.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And before we move along, Byron, I do want to address this comment. It says Facebook user. So I don't know who you are, but I'm going to go ahead and read this. It says, so how can a person change their mindset when some of the people that they heavily deal with on a day-to-day basis aren't on the same page?
Well, I'll take that. You just said how can someone change their mindset, and then you talked about other people. We can't be moved by what other people got going on. If it's not in alignment with where we're going, then we have to cut some things off. And I want to say it as blunt as that, because you're utilizing other people as an excuse for why your mind isn't where it needs to be. And as long as we're pointing the finger and looking at other people, and I get it, right? they're all around, right? It's other people, it's the television, it's anything that we allow to be a distraction or interference to where we want to be, then that's exactly what it's going to be. So I encourage you to just stay committed to where you want to be, where you want your mindset to be, and put it into practice every day. And when those people that you feel like are interferences or causing you any type of disruption, you have to just kindly, right, set them to the side. You have to kindly let them know that, hey, I'm evolving to this. This is what I have to protect, and I can't deal with this. I'm very sorry, and I wish the best for you. And you have to be able to move on and move it along. And that's when you'll be able to get to that mindset. And like Daisy was saying, it's not about just getting there. It's about staying there and protecting it, right? So those habits of keeping people out of the way, those distractions, you have to develop those habits, and it's nothing personal. If they love you, if they care about you, they'll understand. The ones that challenge you on it, they aren't for you anyway.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Byron. And this Byron is the Do More Doing mentor. So if you have not heard or watched this podcast, please go check it out. Gatsby's Consulting, because I mean, he is definitely dropping tips and major value on a weekly basis, guys. And that just it just reminded me of just, doing more, because I feel like if you are focused on doing more, right, you can't really be focused on other people, right? I'm going through this. We all evolve, right? We all go through this, right? Even with family, friends, our loved ones, we have to move accordingly. And it's tough because we want to keep connecting, with these people, but talking to them about what they want to talk about probably is going to be the best bet as well. Yeah, because sometimes they don't understand. Like I am changing my mindset, and I think Toya said this is Mansa Musa. Like I am changing my mindset and my mindset on entrepreneurship, and their mindset is on job security. Yep.
You have to focus on you. Anytime you can put they in front of it, you're off track.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially if you're going to be a pace setter and a leader. Leaders don't point the finger at what others are dictating. They pull people to where they want to go, right? So if you
Yep.
stay focused on your goal consistently, then the people that's for you, they'll find you.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Toya said, if you haven't joined the Ultimate CEO University Hub for further coaching with us, then definitely do that. Reach out to us, myself or Byron, and we will definitely help you move forward in that way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to the next slide, guys. So, getting into our training for today is we're talking about ChatGPT. We're talking about scaling your business, being successful, online using AI. So, you probably are thinking, if you don't know what ChatGPT is, like, what is that? Why would I use it? So, based off of a Forbes article that I found on Google, it said that entrepreneurs are using ChatGPT to co-create and ideate to make more money and save time, right? So ChatGPT is going to basically speed up your work process. My partner
Yes.
and I, we use ChatGPT every day.
Yes. And this is huge, right? So this is a Forbes article. And what it's saying is ChatGPT is helping you to co-create in your business. So it's an assistant. It literally can provide ideas, insight, knowledge by you just knowing the right questions to ask and how to prompt it to help you when anytime we get stuck and hey man, we're trying to figure this out. When we didn't have ChatGPT and AI, it would be just spending that time, that invested energy to figure it out. But now ChatGPT is like a third business partner in the room, right? That's able to give us insight at the drop of a dime just by us being clear on our request. And then when it talks about, you know, helping you ideate, right, helps you form ideas within your business, right? So you literally can just have a thought or a concept, and ask ChatGPT to assist you with building on it, and it'll come up with just great ideas that you can be like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, let me grab this, or let me use this, and if you have an agenda and you have something that you want to learn, know, build, co-create, or create, right, idea, you want to make more money and save more time, you literally can ask ChatGPT, hey, give me 10 ways that I can make more money and save more time, right? And then you can be specific about in your business. So it's so much happening here, but I can't stress it enough that it's one thing to know and hear about all of this stuff. It's another thing to dive in, act on it, get educated, and put yourself in a position where you're building around these systems with the community of people that's doing it, right? Obviously, we come to you guys once a week, right? And we're able to spend this time, but work is being done 6 days a week, 7 days a week, right? We're building 6 days a week, 7 days a week. We're learning these tools, these resources. So that's why we're providing these different opportunities. Like we're so grateful and thankful always for our partners over at LaunchCard. And this is about
Yes.
all of us growing, but we need this root information and knowledge to not only grow in the e-commerce business, building agencies, but to know it, to be consistent with it. And that's what we're here to do. And that's why we're providing you guys, why Greg and LaunchCard is providing this training to you guys, because he wants you guys to be successful. We want you to be better. We want you to have that community. It's why myself and Davis not only show up here, but we have the Awesome CEO University for you guys. We have the community hub. Like we want to speak with you guys and grow with you because everybody's success is our success, right? The goal is to build largely, right? So it's not just about, hey, us, we want to take and do it, but we want you to be able to be so confident in it that you're able to build with your friends, family, you're able to build your business, you're able to meet customers and clients, bring them into your business, keep them there, and grow long term. So the Chat GPT, again, it's major. It's not something that you guys want to look past and just think, say you heard about it. You really want to dive in, and even if you don't have a reason to, find a reason to utilize Chat GTP on a consistent daily basis. And at a minimum, that means you're productive and you're growing. I guarantee you that, right? So we're gonna dive specifically, and Dave's is gonna take it away. She's gonna talk about automating your social media posts. Talk about some example prompts and other things that can be done utilizing ChatGPT and this artificial intelligence.
Yes. And before we move on, Byron, someone said, how do we live without Chat GPT?
Oh, you absolutely can. It's not for everybody, but if you look at the article that Forrest gave, I feel like they put it perfectly. It's for those who are looking for creative ideas, assistance, how to make more money with less energy. So if you're somebody that's trying to solve those problems that they specifically called out in that article, then ChatGPT is for you. It's not to be forced on anyone, right? No one has to use it. But if you fall in alignment with any of those things in that article, I think it was perfectly put to create, to build upon ideas, to make money, to save time, right? One thing
Yes.
we all, I would think we all desire is more money with time freedom to spend with families. If you're somebody who has a purpose for any of those things, then I think you really should dive into ChatGPT. If those things aren't really a focus or you're not struggling with those things, then it may not be for you.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Someone else said ChatGPT changed the world. I've been on it since it was in beta phase. Yes, yes, absolutely. Actually, my partner, he has on the Entrepreneurs RS hoodie, right? I have a
Yeah.
hoodie that says Rich Nerds, Entrepreneurs RS. And it's so funny because when we were building out the e-commerce store for Entrepreneurs RS, we didn't have Chat GPT, right? We had just our minds and we were putting some stuff together and building that out. So just to see even the change within a year or so, how you can just literally in 5 seconds, right? Create 10 inspirational Facebook quotes, automate your social media. It's pretty amazing, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you that over here. So I'm going to share Chat GPT and I'm going to move this around. Okay, so we got Chat GPT. Now create 10 inspirational quotes for Facebook. So I put that prompt in, right? And this is what came out, but I'm going to do it again just so I can show you how fast you can automate your social media post using ChatGPT. Now, this would be like a Facebook post. This would be ideal for LinkedIn. Of course, it's more strategic, methods. Like you can take this quote and put it inside of Canva and make really nice flyers and quote posts and stuff like that. But we're not going to go to that today. That will be on another training. Okay. So create 10 inspirational quotes for Facebook that, let's get a little bit more specific, that serves struggling business owners. It could be even more niche down than this. If you go back to a couple of our trainings, it was a couple of weeks ago, and I talked about the niche and why the niche is important, because even when you're ChatGPT, right? We know it makes a lot of things faster. You can do it, within 5 seconds, like you see it done here. But the more information you have about your target avatar, don't even think about a full category of people. Just think about talking to one person, like you're talking to your friend or your mom, and give her a name or give him a name, right? And just really think about everything that they're going through, the struggles that they're going through, who you really want to serve. And this is going to make this process a lot better, right? We want to fine tune it. But as we can see here, so in ChatGPT number one, we got, in the realm of entrepreneurship, every setback is a setup for a breakthrough. Keep pushing forward. You see how fast these prompts were created? So I could literally just take this, copy it, and then go over to Facebook and create it as a Facebook post within seconds. So, it's a lot that we can do here. And someone said, I just created 20. Yes, absolutely. It's a lot that we can do here, which with Chat GPT. It's not as complicated as it may sound or as it may seem. And anybody can do it as long as they know what to put in. And that's the key, right? So Meta Facebook. So if you go over to Facebook and you're like, you know what, I want to take this to the next level, you can actually go over to Facebook Meta Business Suite and schedule out 10 posts that'll last you for the next 10 days if you wanted to. So that's automation at its finest, right? If you, and this is a little bit more technical, right? But if you have the launch CRM, which we do have a link inside of our resource links right here, our launch links, definitely click there and get your CRM. If you have a CRM, that's going to help you, with your pipeline, basically track all of your clients. It's going to help you keep in touch with your clients through email marketing and so much more. But they actually, inside of that, is a built-in social media planner. So you can use it there as well, right? But we'll go through that on another training because we're still getting ours laid out as well. We're using Meta Business right now for our automation. So I just wanted to give you guys a few examples of just what was possible. Now, if y'all have any questions, or Byron, do you have anything to add to the automations for social media?
I mean, I think that first and foremost, someone just has to have their business plan in place, right?
Yes.
And if they realize where automation is important in their business, communication, I always talk about inbound, outbound communications between you and your clients, your business is the driving force, right? The person who's making the most connections, the most contacts, talking the most business is typically going to make the most money, right? So when it comes to reaching more people faster, then yes, I absolutely believe that the CRM is necessary. I think that email automation. I think that SMS automation. I think that any form of increased communication between your business and your clients will drive your business forward, whether it's from a marketing standpoint, whether it's from a cultivating that client, the relationship, whatever standpoint. If you're not in front of the customer or client, if you're not in front of the people that you're looking to serve consistently, and finding a way to do that in numbers, and making sure that your product is a good product and it's for them. If you don't have that inbound, outbound communication constant and consistent and clear within your business, I think that's the first problem that anybody should be looking to solve. Is making sure that their communication and their message between them and their customer base, their clientele, or those people that they're looking to serve, is consistent, it's daily, and it's clear. If that's not happening, your business is off, and that's okay. Just pay attention to, hey, are you talking to your customers consistently, daily, and how often and how many? If those numbers are low, if it's not happening, if you're missing days, you don't have any marketing going on, you haven't done any promotion, you haven't talked to anybody about your business, then you don't expect to be successful and make money. If you're doing that consistently daily, at a minimum, you're learning, right? At a minimum, you're learning what's going on because the people are going to give you that feedback. So that's all I would add to that. And just seeing where ChatGPT automation identifying where based on what we discussed on this call, and any information that you can gather yourself about ChatGPT and AI, see where it fits into your business and how it can help you in your business and be clear.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Someone said, do they have something like Meta Business, but for Instagram and TikTok? So I'm not too sure about TikTok, but I know that Instagram and Facebook are connected. So you can use Meta Business to schedule your post out through there, and it'll go to both as long as they are connected. I hope that answered your question. And then we have another that says, I don't be on TikTok, but I've heard TikTok is one of the easiest platforms to grow. Yeah, absolutely. So, um, with that being said, it's really just what you want to do. So, if you are a person that like to, do video content, then absolutely, TikTok is the place to be. Doing YouTube shorts or reels and off Facebook and off Instagram are all going to be huge, especially when you want to build authority, right? Um, I said I'm going to be doing 20 a day. Hold me accountable.
Yeah, 25.
Oh, 25. Hold me accountable. Look, hold me accountable because there's so much information we have to share. Um, and when we're actually on video, people tend to build that trust a lot better. So yes, I would say if you want to show your face and you're comfortable with that, then definitely go to TikTok. But just don't get confused with all the platforms. It is really based off of what you're looking to do. So if you're look at the platform and what it's created to do. Go to Google and ask Google, what is TikTok created for? What it who who are where are the customers, right? So for us, we're business owners, we're entrepreneurs, so we're looking at the platform where our customers are going to be, the most. We want to focus on that first and then, bring out our content there. If you are someone that wants to get monetized, that, YouTube, are they typically pay the most for video content. So if you want to make money through that, then you would go over there. So it really just depends on your intent, your goal. Gary Vee always says, and also Grant Cardone, right? Omnipresence, be everywhere at all places at all times, right? If you can do that, right? But those people, they do have teams in place. So it's just really up to you. But starting off as a beginner on social media, I would just say pick one or two platforms and start there based off of your intent. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, hold on. Byron, is anything you wanted to add to that as well?
No.
Okay. How do y'all feel about running a ad business, but for other companies? Do you think it's any profit in doing that?
I feel like any business that's a business can be profitable as you push it and make it, right? So that's always my first answer. If there's other ad companies performing well, then yes, I believe it can be profitable. I think it's about the person behind the business, their work ethic, their willingness to learn, and their competitive nature, right? So yes, I think that running an ad business to serve other companies can be very profitable, right? Because people need ad ideas. They need structure. They need information. They need to automate, right? So maybe a lot of companies are looking to outsource for somebody to not only create their ads but to structure them and run them. But I will want the person who is the best at that and who can prove that they can do it, right? So they can drive results from my business. Knowing if you do it, just do it to win, right? Do it to be successful and successful. So yes, I think it's profit in it.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I completely agree. It was actually another article by Forbes. They released that digital marketer, like the niche or the career field, being a digital marketer is going to be the fastest growing field in 2024. So if that doesn't answer your question, like the
Yes.
time is now. So, guys, we're actually at 30 minutes. We don't want to go too long today. We want to make sure that, you guys are able to get that information in micro doses so you can take it and actually apply it, and come back to us and let us know, how this training worked for you. If the chat GPT is something that you are interested in doing, if you need help with that, we're here for you. But try to apply it and use it for your own business. And before we do get off, I did promise you guys, we promised you guys that we're going to give you some chat GPT prompts. And these are prompts that we have inside of our university. So this is huge, right? This is like a built-in social media coach. How can I collaborate with other influencers to gain more followers on Instagram? If you type that inside of Chat GPT, you're going to get the answers that you need, right, to succeed. So now I know someone said that they need a coach. Listen, Chat GPT, if you prompt it correctly, will give you all the answers you need for your business. But those prompts are going to be super, super, super duper important. So if you go to our resource link, right, and you click on the launch links, I'm going to actually share this real quick so y'all can see it. Give me 1 second. But you're going to get a actual copy of this, so you will be able to view it and see it yourself. But I want to walk some people through just in case y'all have any, issues. I'm going to show you exactly how to get there through our actual link. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so it's going to say free chat GPT prompts. And we want to make sure you guys are set up for success. So we want to make sure you actually are getting exactly what you need, right? Okay, here we go. Okay. Alrighty. So this is our resource link. So what you would need to do is actually click on free chat GPT prompts. And then you're going to be sent to our actual training with all of our slides. So you can use it as a reference. And bam, you're going to have access to all of those prompts to help you succeed and automate your business online. Okay.
That's
Thank you
huge.
guys. Yes. Thanks to the both of you. I appreciate that y'all took the time out of y'all day to speak with us and give us those gems. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Like each one teach one, we're excited to serve. And one thing about it is that we have to prepare to serve you guys and make sure that we're bringing the right information to help you be successful. And at the same time, it helps us grow, right? So our investment in making sure that we can provide the best knowledge and information for you guys to be successful or whatever way that, us coming on here helps you guys. We just want to make sure that we're prepared to be effective for you, and as a return, it helps us grow because we have to stay prepared. And that's what we're encouraging for you guys. That's why I always say just get involved in the community, get involved with just that like-minded individuals, because your preparation to be a pace setter and asset to others is going to always keep you on point and on track no matter what you have going on.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you guys are in our launch card community, get active, start asking questions, start asking questions there, reach out to people there, because we're all here to help you. It's so many coaches, so many experts, so many e-commerce certified launch shop partners that are in the groups. We want to help you. So whether you are, just starting out or whether you're seasoned and you need this type of coaching and help consistently, ask questions, reach out for support. And I'm super excited that we did this training with you guys, and I'm excited to talk to you guys soon. All righty. Bye-bye.